Hezbollah emerged during a turbulent period in Lebanon's history. The year was 1982. Israel had invaded Lebanon, aiming to crush the Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO. Amidst the chaos and violence, Hezbollah, meaning the Party of God, was born. It was also fueled by the Iranian Revolution of 1979. Supporting Hezbollah in Lebanon was a strategic move. Hezbollah's ideology blends Shia Islam and revolutionary fervor. The group views Israel as an illegitimate state. It calls for Israel's destruction. Hezbollah's commitment to armed resistance against Israel defines its identity. Hezbollah has evolved into a formidable military force. It is considered one of the most heavily armed non-state actors globally. The group possesses a vast arsenal. This includes a wide array of weapons, from small arms to sophisticated missiles. Hezbollah's missile capabilities are of particular concern to Israel. The group is believed to possess thousands of rockets. Some of these have the range to strike deep inside Israeli territory. These rockets pose a significant threat. They could inflict heavy damage and casualties. Hezbollah's arsenal is constantly evolving. The group receives significant support from Iran. This support includes financial aid, weapons, and training. Hezbollah has also demonstrated an ability to adapt and innovate. It has used drones for surveillance and potentially for attacks. The exact size and strength of Hezbollah's military wing are difficult to assess. Estimates vary. However, it is clear that Hezbollah possesses a substantial and well-equipped fighting force. This force is battle-hardened. It has gained valuable experience in Syria. Hezbollah is more than just a militant group. It is a deeply entrenched political and social force in Lebanon. The group enjoys significant support within the Shia community. It provides social services, runs schools, and operates hospitals. Hezbollah is a key player in Lebanese politics. It holds seats in parliament. It participates in the government. This dual role as both a political party and an armed group gives Hezbollah unique leverage. However, Hezbollah's influence is controversial. Its involvement in regional conflicts, particularly in Syria, has drawn criticism. Critics argue that Hezbollah's actions prioritize foreign entanglements over Lebanon's interests. They point to the risks of Hezbollah's actions dragging Lebanon into unwanted conflicts. Despite the criticisms, Hezbollah remains a powerful actor. It is a force to be reckoned with. Its influence extends beyond Lebanon's borders. Hezbollah's actions and pronouncements are closely watched by regional and international players. The recent conflict between Israel and Hamas has put Hezbollah in a delicate position. Hezbollah and Hamas share a common enemy, Israel. They have a history of cooperation. However, they also have distinct interests and operate in different contexts. The outbreak of hostilities between Israel and Hamas has increased tensions along the Lebanon-Israel border. There have been exchanges of fire. Hezbollah has fired rockets into Israel. Israel has responded with airstrikes on suspected Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. Hezbollah has condemned Israel's actions. It has vowed to support the Palestinian people. However, the group has so far avoided being drawn into a full-scale conflict with Israel. This suggests a degree of caution on Hezbollah's part. The situation remains volatile. Any miscalculation or escalation could have significant consequences. Hezbollah's role in the conflict is being closely watched. Its actions could determine the trajectory of the conflict and have lasting implications for regional stability. The recent death of Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, is a seismic event. Nasrallah was a charismatic and shrewd leader. He led Hezbollah for over 3 decades. He was a symbol of the group's defiance and resilience. Nasrallah's death is a significant blow to Hezbollah. He was a unifying figure. He played a key role in shaping the group's strategy and ideology. His absence creates a void in Hezbollah's leadership. Hezbollah has named a successor. However, it remains to be seen whether the new leader can fill the void left by Nasrallah. The transition of power comes at a critical juncture. Hezbollah faces internal and external challenges. The group's ability to navigate these challenges without Nasrallah at the helm will be a test of its organizational strength and adaptability. The coming months and years will be crucial for Hezbollah. They will shape the group's future and determine its trajectory. Hezbollah's future is intertwined with the complex dynamics of the Middle East. The group faces a multitude of challenges. The ongoing conflict with Israel, the situation in Syria, and the relationship with Iran are all factors that will shape Hezbollah's path. The death of Nasrallah adds another layer of uncertainty. His successor inherits a heavy mantle. He must navigate internal divisions, manage external pressures, and chart a course for the future. Hezbollah's ability to adapt will be crucial. The group has demonstrated resilience in the past. It has weathered storms and emerged stronger. However, the current challenges are significant. They require careful consideration and strategic decision-making. Hezbollah's choices will have far-reaching consequences. They will impact not only Lebanon, but also the broader region. The group's actions will be closely scrutinized. Its every move will be analyzed for signs of strength or weakness. The Middle East is a tinderbox. Tensions are high. The potential for conflict is ever present. Hezbollah's actions, or those of its adversaries, could ignite a wider conflagration. The recent escalation between Israel and Hamas is a case in point. The conflict has the potential to draw in other actors, including Hezbollah. Any miscalculation or escalation could have catastrophic consequences. The international community is deeply concerned. Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate tensions and prevent a wider war. However, the situation remains volatile. The risk of a regional conflagration is real. Hezbollah's role in this context is crucial. The group has the power to escalate or de-escalate. Its decisions will be critical in determining whether the region slides towards war or peace. Section 8. The multifaceted Hezbollah, beyond simple definitions. Hezbollah defies easy categorization. It is a complex and multifaceted organization. It is a political party, a militant group, a social welfare provider, and a regional power broker all rolled into one. Understanding Hezbollah's complexities is essential for any attempt to analyze its actions and predict its future trajectory. Simple labels, such as terrorist organization or resistance movement, fail to capture the nuances of Hezbollah's identity and motivations. Hezbollah's ideology is rooted in Shia Islam and its resistance to Israeli occupation. However, the group's actions are also driven by political calculations, regional ambitions, and a desire to protect its interests. Any analysis of Hezbollah must take into account these multiple motivations. It must recognize the interplay of ideology, pragmatism, and realpolitik that shapes the group's decision-making. Section 9, Ghosts of the Past, Architects of the Future, Hezbollah's Enduring Legacy. Hezbollah's legacy is complex. It is a story of resistance, resilience, and terrorism. The group's actions have shaped the Middle East. Hezbollah's emergence as a powerful force shows its ability to mobilize support and navigate Middle Eastern politics. The group is a formidable adversary and shrewd political player. Hezbollah faces internal and external challenges. The death of Nasrallah marks the end of an era. A new chapter is beginning. How Hezbollah navigates ahead will determine its legacy. The world is watching closely. Hezbollah's actions will have far-reaching consequences. The group's story is far from over. It continues to be written day by day. Section 10, The World Watches, Hezbollah and the International Stage. Hezbollah operates on a global stage. Its actions have implications that extend far beyond the Middle East. The group's designation as a terrorist organization by some countries has complicated its international relations. Hezbollah's ties to Iran, a country under international sanctions, have also limited its options. The group has to navigate a complex web of international law, diplomacy, and geopolitics. Despite these constraints, Hezbollah has managed to maintain a degree of international influence. Its political wing engages in diplomacy. It participates in international forums. It seeks to build relationships with countries that share its worldview. Hezbollah's international strategy is likely to evolve in the coming years. The group may seek to expand its diplomatic outreach, particularly to countries in the global south. It may also try to circumvent sanctions and secure new sources of funding. Section 11, The Road Ahead, Managing Hezbollah's Influence. Hezbollah is a reality that cannot be ignored. The group is here to stay. The challenge for the international community is to manage Hezbollah's influence in a way that promotes stability and prevents conflict. Military options, while sometimes necessary, are not a long-term solution. They can backfire, fueling resentment and strengthening Hezbollah's resolve. A more comprehensive approach is needed. Diplomacy, engagement, and a focus on addressing the underlying grievances that fuel Hezbollah's support base are essential. This requires a long-term commitment and a willingness to engage with all parties involved, including Hezbollah. The international community must also work to strengthen Lebanon's state institutions, promote economic development, and create opportunities for all Lebanese citizens. A strong and stable Lebanon is the best antidote to Hezbollah's influence.